Hello, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Health Talk with Mutiat. Good morning, my name is Mutiat. Welcome. Before we get started, I'm going to run through my little disclaimer again that this is not the substitute for healthcare. This is not a substitute for a doctor's visit. You should still follow with your doctor. You should continue to seek care. The purpose of this video is just to create awareness so you can understand what's going on in your body and use this to figure out what's going on and go speak to your doctor or your healthcare professional. All right. So also feel free to do more research. It's not the end all be all. I just cover the general textbook cases. I do not go in depth. And if any story I say sounds like you, unfortunately, I do not know you. Thank you, Miss Olamide. Welcome. Unfortunately, I do not know you. So this is not about you. I want to specify that. If I say a story that sounds like yours, I can promise you it is not you. All right. So today we shall be talking about depression. All right. Today's topic is depression. Why are we talking about depression? One, it is the holiday season, and a lot of people at this point, if they're not around family, if they're not around good friends, some people do get to, feel a little blues, some people get depressed. Depression worsens around this time of the year. Hi, Miss Monica. Thank you for joining. And also, another reason I'm talking about it is in our community, mental health illnesses, mental health issues are covered, are not talked about, are covered, and we don't talk about it ever, or we don't believe it's real, or we don't want to talk about it, or we're ashamed to talk about it. But let me tell you something. Mental health issues are real. They're very real. They're real. It's just like diabetes. Mental health issues are just like that. So it's something we need to talk about. It's not something we sweep under the rug. It's something we should talk about. Hello, Miss Miss Stella. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your last name. And Miss Christiana, thank you for joining us. All right. So depression. Let's start. We're going to start with defining and understanding what depression is. All right. Depression is a very, very, very serious mood disorder. All right. It causes severe symptoms that affect the way you feel, affect the way you think, affect the way you handle daily activities, such as eating, such as sleeping, such as working. All right. So depression, like I said, it's a very serious mood disorder. All right. It is, unfortunately, it's not a disorder that's physical. It's not a disease that's physical. But it does not take anything away. It doesn't take anything away that it is a serious, serious illness. All right. Okay. So now with that, we know what depression is, that it's a serious, severe mood disorder that affects the way we think, affects the way we do things. Now, what are the types of depression? All right. So we have persistent depressive disorder, also called dysthymia. All right. This kind of person is in a depressed mood that lasts for at least 2 years. The severity can change. Like 1 minute their mood is a little lighter, 1 minute they're so depressed, I don't want to equate the word depressed to sad, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use the word sad. So let me make it clear that being depressed is not just you're sad. There are other things that's going on when you're depressed. All right. So a person with persistent depressive disorder, you hear that, persistent, continuously depressive disorder. Person is constantly depressed. For at least the basis of diagnosis, they're depressed for at least 2 years. So 2 years of depression, 2 years of they don't want to do things, they don't have interest in things, they don't really care about anything. They just want to be left alone in their own little cubicle under the blanket somewhere. Sometimes their mood do elevate a little, but they're not completely out of the funk, for lack of better word. They're not completely out of it. All right. But the fact is their mood elevates just a wee bit. All right. Another type of depression is perinatal depression. This is very big. This is very huge. Let me tell you something. I can say maybe we don't see it in our communities in Nigeria because we have so much family around when a woman has a baby or when a woman is about to have a baby. So there's so much family around. There's so much people doing things for you that you don't have the opportunity to sit still and be depressed and feel sad and feel lonely. But then for people in diaspora, for Nigerians in America, for Nigerians out of Nigeria that don't have family around, like don't have when they have kids. Imagine you having kids. Yoruba people, the mother and the mother-in-law come and help you raise the kids. Igbo, you have omugwo. If I'm butchering it, I apologize. That there's somebody around. out of Nigeria, we don't have that luxury. We don't. Once you have the baby, it's you and your husband. And if you happen to be a single mom, it's you only. So that, all right, that is huge. All right. So perinatal depression is definitely more than baby blues. Baby blues is when a woman has a baby and is feeling like right after the baby, feeling like, oh, I can't do this. This is way too much. Or you're feeling sad. You're feeling, skittish. You feel that baby blues during that time. But the thing with baby blues is it lifts after a couple of days. It goes away, and then you snap out of it and you're going. But with perinatal depression, it is horrible. They call it postpartum depression. It is so terrible. It is so terrible that the mother, you have to actually, the mother has to seek help. I'm sure you guys have, if you're in America or if you're in Nigeria, do me a favor after this, Google a woman called Andrea Yates. She's a woman that had 5 kids and killed all of her 5 kids. They said she had postnatal depression. So, ladies, please, pregnant women or women that just have babies, when you have a baby and you're feeling you're feeling one kind, you're feeling let me see how I can explain this. You're feeling sad, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling that you have no interest in the baby, you're feeling like you want to harm your baby. I'm begging in the name of God, there's no shame in it. Ask for help. Call your doctor. If you're in America, call 911. If you are in Nigeria, call your mother. I don't think any mother will stare their kid wrong. Call your mother and let your mother know what's going on so they can get you help. They can get absolutely no shame. Absolutely no shame. It doesn't make you less than a mother. It doesn't make you less of a woman. It doesn't make you less of a mother. Because people don't talk about it doesn't mean we don't have postnatal depression. It occurs. It happens. So you are not less a woman if you have postnatal depression. All right? Okay, cool. We have seasonal, also another type is seasonal affective disorder. All right. This one happens to most people outside of Nigeria, Nigerians outside of Nigeria, like people in the, people places that have winter. Winter is a time that we all coop up. I know if you're in Nigeria, you'll be like, what is winter? Now think of a cold room. I know you've heard where you store fish now. Times it by 10. That's how cold it is. And then we have ice falling. Who in their right mind want to go out? Me? Mba. I'll be sitting inside. All right. So because you're cooped up and you have no one to talk to and you have nothing to do, and actually for the lack of sunlight touching you, some people, it's been shown that some people go into seasonal affective disorder, depression during that time. So it is that kind of depression is accompanied by social withdrawal, increased sleep, weight gain, and it returns every year. It's not like, oh, we happened in 2001 and then goes away to 2014. No, 2001, you get it. 2002, you get it. 2003, you get it. It constantly, every winter, you get this kind of depression. All right. So it happens during the winter months. All right. Now that I've talked about the basic 3 ones that we see a lot of, please let me know if I'm making sense and you're understanding what I'm saying. All right. Now that we've talked about the 3 major ones that we see, there are other different kinds of depression, but I'm trying to focus it to the one that we see, we as Nigerians in diaspora, that we see. All right. So we have, again, persistent depressive disorder. Everybody gets that one. There's no a boy or girl or man or woman or uncle, auntie. Everybody gets that one. That one does not have any, what's what I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Doesn't have any, everybody gets it. It's not partial. Thank you. It's not partial. All right. Perinatal depression or postpartum depression for women that have kids. It happens right after right after the babies. So please be careful. And we have seasonal affective disorders for us Nigerians out of Nigeria that live where we have winter. So that's another thing that we have. All right. Now, what causes depression? All right. Depression, the current research out there is showing that depression is caused by a combination of genetic, biological, and environmental and psychological factors. There's not one thing. It's a mixture of where you live, the kind of person you are, what's going on in your brain, what's passed down to you. All right, am I making sense? So it's for lack of a better word, it's a chemical imbalance that's going on in your brain. Yes, it has a cause. All right, depression has a cause. It's a chemical imbalance with your with. I posted a picture online that would explain to you, that can explain to you what goes on. It's a mixture of your norepinephrine, serotonin, dopamine levels just going out of whack, going haywire. All right, it happens from genetics. We all think people don't get depressed. We don't have family that are depressed because we're Nigerians, and Nigerians are happy people. Trust me, there's some people in there that are depressed that won't come out to say it because they're ashamed, or because they say, this has never happened in my family, I won't be the first, and they'll bury the shame. It happens. If you do notice that you're depressed, please, in the name of Jesus, speak out. Let somebody help you. There's absolutely no shame in being depressed. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you less a human. All right? So please, I'm begging you, absolutely, if you reach out to me. I am not a psychiatrist, but I can help you find someone that you can talk to. I'm not a counselor, but I can help you find someone you can talk to. Reach out to me and I'll help you find someone you can talk to. There's absolutely no shame. You keep hearing me say there's no shame, because a lot of people are shameful. They're so ashamed that I have mental illness issues, I have mental disorder, I have a mood disorder, I have this, I have that. There's absolutely no shame. It is your body. It's like someone having hypertension. Who's shameful of having hypertension? Who's shameful of having diabetes? Because it's something you cannot control. You cannot control this disease. All right? You cannot control that depression. You've not done anything. You've not done anything. Let me rephrase that. You as a human being have not done anything to warrant you having depression, to warrant you having any illnesses, to warrant you having any diseases. If anyone tells you it's something you've done with your hands, that person is lying. I stand here to tell you that person is lying to you. There's nothing you have done. There's nothing you have done to cause you to have depression, to cause you to have chemical imbalance, to cause you to have hypertension. There's nothing you've done. Okay? Good. Let's move on. All right. What are the risk factors of having depression? Again, it's a personal or family history of depression. I just had that whole spiel right before, even before I got to it. It happens. It is in our family. If you have it, speak out. Let somebody help you. I can promise you there's somebody else in your family that's dealing with the same issue. But if you guys don't speak out, you can come together and we can find illness. We can find the treatment. Okay? Another thing that can cause depression is major life changes, major life trauma, and major stress. All right? God forbid someone dies, someone close to you dies, you lose your job, you suffer the heartbreak. Things like this can trigger you to go into depression. It can trigger it. All right. So if you can pinpoint what's causing you to be depressed, if it's something that can be fixed, please, let's try and fix it. Okay. If it's something that can be fixed, let's try and fix it. All right. Another thing that can cause depression is certain physical illnesses and some medications. All right. Remember, I said that depression is caused by chemical imbalances of your norepinephrine, your serotonin, your dopamine. These are all, for lack of a better word, hormones in your brain that do work, that control your brain, that helps with your brain work. So if you're taking some medication and it disturbs the uptake of serotonin, or it disturbs the uptake of norepinephrine, norepinephrine, or the uptake of dopamine, this can trigger you to have depression. Again, it's nothing you've done. You've taken medication that can cause a disturbance in the way your brain is using these chemicals. All right. And also some physical illnesses, diabetes, hypertension, all these things can trigger depression. So if you're feeling depressed, we're going to go into the signs and symptoms of depression. Don't worry. We'll talk about it fully. All right. If you're having all these issues, seek out a doctor, seek out a nurse, seek out a licensed clinician, licensed psychologist, a licensed psychiatrist, a licensed counselor that can sit down with you, and they will sit down and go through everything one by one. Is this physical? Is this mental? Is this biological? Is this physiological? They will sit there and trigger and find out what's causing this. But if you don't speak out, they won't know. You will suffer in silence, and something that can be treated. Okay? Let's continue. All right. So, signs and symptoms of depression. All right. I'm going to go from the most common to, work our way down. All right. Persistent feelings of sadness, anxiousness, and empty mood. This has been described as you're just always sad. You feel empty. You feel hopeless. That's another symptom. You feel hopeless. You feel helpless. Like, what? Nothing. I have nothing. Nothing is gonna be. I have nothing. I have. You feel hopeless. I don't know how to explain it better. You feel just empty. Like, I have nothing in my life. Nothing is going well for me. I just feel sad. You just nothing. You feel hopeless. Like, there's nothing the future holds for me. There's a lot the future holds for you, ma'am. There's a lot the future holds for you, sir. All right. Another symptom is irritability. Yes, you get angry. You get angry quickly. You get angry. You get easily overwhelmed. You get feelings of guilt, of worthlessness, of helplessness. You're feeling guilty over things that you shouldn't feel guilty about. You're feeling worthless. Like, nobody cares for me. I'm worth nothing to anybody. Nobody looks for me. No, why would anyone care for me? Why would anyone look for me? Why would anyone, do anything for me? Because I'm not worth it. That's a feeling of worthlessness. I'm not worth it. You're worth it. I promise you, you're worth it. You're feeling it right now, but I'm telling you, if you're watching this video, you're worth it. There's so many things out there for you. Please reach out. Reach out to somebody that you trust. Reach out to somebody that got your back 1000%. Your mom, your dad. If you have a doctor that you trust, reach out to them. They can help you. Okay? Decreased energy and fatigue. When you're depressed, you have decreased energy. You don't want to do anything. You have, even to get up from point A to point B, is like someone has to drag you literally off the floor. All right? You're moving or talking slowly. You're talking more slowly. Your words is just, when you're fatigued, when you're tired, when you don't want to do anything, when you don't want to do anything, you don't want to be bothered. Everything is just like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Things like that. All right. Difficulty with concentrating, difficulty remembering things, difficulty making decisions. All right. These are signs of depression. Now, and difficulty sleeping, or going to sleep a lot, or waking up early morning, like you're up at like 5 o'clock in the morning without you wanting to go to work, or you're just up at 5 o'clock in the morning, or you sleep a lot. You sleep a whole lot. You have appetite change. You eat way too much, or you don't eat at all. Some people just don't eat at all, and it's just, and some people eat way too much and they gain massive weight. Thoughts of suicide and suicide attempts. If you've ever thought of killing yourself, if you've ever thought, or you have a plan, I'm begging you at this moment. I'm not sure if you're going to look at this video. I'm not sure where this video is going to reach. I promise you, you're worth it. Reach out. Someone loves you. Someone loves you. Someone has your back. All right? Depression is no joke. Depression is not like, oh, your feelings that I get over it. Not that kind. It's not that kind. If anyone around you is feeling depressed, my people, it takes a lot from a family member to deal with a depressed person. You need, as a family member, as a friend, you need to be able to give yourself. You need to let this person that's depressed know that they're worth it. You need to let this person that's depressed know that you got their back 1000%. You're not just going to say, well, get over it, Jari. Who else? Everybody else is sad now. How's your own difference? No, not that kind. If you know, as a family member, you cannot do this, you cannot give yourself 100%, please do not even add more to it. Just back off. Back off. Okay? Back off. Leave them alone. Go find someone else that can give themselves 100% to this person. Okay? All right. Another sign is some people have body aches, headaches, digestive problems, things like illnesses that happen with the body with no physical cause. We cannot pinpoint we can't pinpoint the medical medicine and medical doctors will not be able to pinpoint the kind of what's going on. But this person has symptoms, true symptoms. They do. But medically, we cannot find what's going on physiologically. Like we do blood work and all that, we cannot find it. But I can promise you the symptom for this person is real. They're having the body aches. They're having the headaches. They're having digestive issues. They're going to the bathroom a lot, or they're constipated. All these things. And even when we start to treat them, it doesn't ease. No matter if the person comes to you, I have a headache. You give them all the Tylenol in the world, it's not going to help them. So that kind of person, you want to now call on psych, like, okay, I feel something else is going on here. If you're a doctor, I feel something else is going on here. Do you mind checking this person for me? Do you mind talking to this person for me and see what's going on? And if there's something truly going on, we find it out. All right. So let's go over the symptoms again. All right. Now, I'm not saying if you have one of the symptoms, you're depressed. No. It's a combination of all the symptoms that will be diagnosed by your doctor. And let me tell you something. Depression, when it's diagnosed, is real. I know I've been saying this a lot. I'm going to keep saying it again. Depression is real. Depression is a real disease. Yes, it has no physical illness. It has no physical, you can't see the effect physically on the person, like, oh, this person has left limb loss or something. You can't see it. But I promise you, it's a real disease. It's a real illness. Do not let anyone minimize it for you. If you're diagnosed with depression, it is real. Okay? All right. Let's go over let's go over that symptoms. The symptoms again. Symptoms includes persistent feeling of sadness, anxiousness, and empty mood, feeling of hopelessness and pessimism. You're getting irritable a lot. You're feeling the feeling of guilt, worthlessness, hopelessness, helplessness. All right. Loss. Oh, this is the big one. This is a big one. I skipped over it the first time. Loss of interest in pleasure, hobbies, and activities. It's called anhedonia. Anhedonia. Naturally, if I'm still correct, that symptom, loss of interest in what normally gives you pleasure. What normally gives you pleasure, like me, I like to eat. If you see me not eating, anhedonia. Like if you give me correct pounded yam, the one that you pound with correct efo soup with goat's meat and roundabouts inside, and if I don't eat it, hey, call somebody. Things that give you pleasure. I know I said that jokingly, but there's some things, if you're a person that you love window shopping, you like going out, and things like that will make you happy. Even though you're not spending money, but you just like going out and seeing what's new fashion style and whatnot. And you do that and you don't get pleasure from it anymore. It's called anhedonia. That's the number one. One, you put that on the side. That and other symptoms combined together, your doctor may diagnose you with depression. All right. Decreased energy and fatigue, moving and talking slowly, feelings of restlessness and having trouble sitting still. That's a sign. Difficulty concentrating, difficulty remembering, and difficulty making decisions as a young person. That's a huge red flag. Difficulty sleeping, or you're waking up way too early, or you're oversleeping for no reason at all. Not that you're tired, you've worked 24 hours and you slept the whole day. That's excusable. But if you're sleeping 24 hours for at least 1 week, I want to watch you. So Miss Princess, what haven't you heard before? Please let me know so I can explain it better. Appetite changes and weight changes, big sign. And thoughts of suicide. I will say this again, my brothers, my sisters. If you ever feeling like you want to kill yourself, you want to end it, I'm telling you, anhedonia. Oh yeah, anhedonia. That's the loss of pleasure, loss of interest in things that normally bring you pleasure. That's anhedonia. ANHENDIONA. If I'm right about the spelling, that's how it's spelled. You can look it up and it will explain it to you better. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about treatment. I normally don't talk about treatment, but I just want to glaze over what you should expect when you do go to the doctor and they diagnose you with depression. Okay, well, I'm going to say this, all right? No two people are the same. No two people are the same way affected by depression. And there's no one treatment that fits everybody, all right? It will take a little, let's see what works to get what works for your own body, all right? And once we do that, that works for you. All right. So when I say everybody, I mean every single body. My body is different from your body. What will work for me as treatment? And this is not even in depression, in anything health-wise. What works for me may not work for you because each single body is different. All right. So you can't see, so when this person went to see the doctor for depression, they put on medication, they sent her home. Fine. It may not work for you. Medication may not work for you. You may need to go for therapy. And let's talk about therapy, my people. I am a huge proponent of therapy. Go find, if you need therapy, if you need to talk. Okay, nothing against pastors, but I'm sorry. Some pastors are the most judgmental people ever. You do not want to go talk to a pastor that will minimize what you're feeling. Never. Go find a licensed clinician, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a counselor that's trained properly in the form of therapy, that has no judgment, absolutely no judgment, and that you're comfortable and you know that everything you say in that session is private. Find that person, sit down, book an hour a day or hour a week or something like that, and have a discussion. Talk, free your mind, say what has to be said, say your mind out. Okay? So please, I'm a big proponent. There's absolutely no shame in going to therapy. If you need it, please go for it. It has saved countless of lives that I know of. Countless. My Auntie Moji Solar Percy, always talks about it. She's like, 20 years of therapy is what kept her standing. Trust me, I'm a big proponent of therapy. If you need therapy, go for it. There's no shame. Do not let anybody minimize what you're feeling. Do not let anybody minimize what you feel. What you feel is your own. What you feel is your own. You are the only one that understands what you are feeling. Do not let anybody call you a carrier or balance or buying. Do not let anybody minimize you. Never. Never. If you feel something, that's you. Take care of what you're feeling. Do not let anybody say, back there now, everybody else is. No. It's you. You're feeling what you're feeling. Find help for what you're feeling. Don't let anybody say, no, worrying by, because it's what's going on in your body. Okay, cool. So treatments, medications. Some people go on medications. Some people go to therapy. I highly recommend that. I highly recommend that. All right. And some people have electric shock, ECT, shock therapy. Okay, I don't know much about it. If your doctor recommends it, please do more research about it for you to know. It's shown my accent, sorry. It's shown to work. All right. It doesn't hurt. I'm told it doesn't hurt. I don't know. I'm told it doesn't hurt. And I mean, there's some side effect of going through electric shock therapy. Some people have confusion. Some people have memory loss. But if your doctor recommends that, please do more research about it. Ask people that are more versed in psych field to explain better to you. So I wanted to just, those are the kind of treatments you can have: medications, therapy, or shock therapy. That's the treatment that you may have. All right. So now, this is for family members of people with depression. Like I said, if you know as a human being you're not willing to give yourself 100% to this person that has depression, back off. Never, ever, one thing I'll say is never, ever, ever minimize the feeling of somebody else. You do not know what that person is going through. You don't say, you should count your blessing, no, because somebody else is in the hospital with their leg up. Sorry. You may not be the person may not be in the hospital with their leg up, but the person is dealing with their own issues. Never you minimize somebody else's issues. Please. Never, ever, ever, ever. Depression is a real illness. It's a real disease. Never minimize their feelings. Okay? let me see. Okay. Like I said, don't minimize their feelings ever. Instead, say, I'm here. Talk to me. Let me see how I can help you. Offer yourself. All right. Never tell them, it's your own fault now. There was a pastor that said mental illness is the fault of the person. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. I'll tell you 1000%. It is not your fault. Okay. If rather that, acknowledge this person has that depression. Acknowledge the depressed. Okay. And offer yourself. Never tell them, it will pass. It doesn't pass. Without any treatment, depression doesn't pass. Actually gets worse. So offer them, help them find someone that they can talk to. Help them find someone they can go see. It doesn't pass. Don't tell them, it will pass now. No. Nigerians, we're so fond of minimizing things. Don't minimize. Do not minimize what this person is going through. All right? Don't say, maybe if you exercise more, you feel your mood will lift. Maybe if you eat less, your mood will lift. No, that is wrong. Do not say that. That is wrong. Instead of that, tell them, let's go on a walk together. Let's go on a walk together. Let's see what we can do. All right. Let's see what we can do. Let's walk together. Let's do this together. Don't offer yourself. All right. All right. Don't say, well, being depressed, at least it's depression you have. Being depressed is better than, if you have hypertension. Being depressed is way better than you having stroke. Being depressed is just as horrible as you having a stroke. Being depressed is just as horrible as you having hypertension. It is a real disease. It is a real disease. All right. Don't say, maybe if you start thinking positively, your mood will lift and, you stop being depressed. Lies. It doesn't work like that. Remember, I told you the cause of depression is chemical imbalance in your brain. So me thinking positively, you thinking positively, it's not going to do jack. All right? All right? Tell the person, just validate. Yes, I know you have. I know you have depression. I know this is what you're going through. Offer yourself. If you cannot offer yourself, please back off. Don't tell them, like I said, try exercises. Don't tell them find a new job. Maybe if you find a new job, you feel better. You have a job. Maybe the cause of their depression is a job. It's like they're having horrible issues with their job. Auntie and uncle, mind your business. Thank you. We thank you very much. Mind your business. No, it doesn't work that way. All right? It's saying, this is one we Nigerians are common up. Count your blessings. Oh, hey. Count your blessing, because there are some people in mortuary, there are some people in mortuary, some people in the hospital, some people in prison. Shebi is only depression you have. No, absolutely not. Never say that to that person. Never ever say that to a person that's depressed. All right. Oh, another thing Nigerians are fond of saying: everybody has problems. Why is your own different? Why is your own different? Why must your own be different? I beg, Joe, let's go and just... Again, no. You don't say that to a person that's depressed. All right? Better you saying everyone has problems. Tell them that, I remind them depression is real. Remind them that you are not alone. You are not alone. The biggest thing you want to tell a person that's depressed is you are not alone. I got you. I love you. I'm with you. Let me know how I can help you. If you cannot do this 1000% for this person, back off. Don't add more wala to their wala. Don't pour sand inside their extra gari. I don't know how to explain that. Don't do that. Okay? And telling them, you're only feeling sorry for yourself. I don't understand why you're feeling sorry for yourself. Again, don't work that way. Depression doesn't work that way. It's not something you can and lift. They are not depressed anymore. No, it's not that. It's a chemical imbalance in their brain. Chemical imbalance that only can be solved with medication, with therapy, or with therapy or medication. So depression is not something that, no, it doesn't work that way. All right. So let me see. What else can I say? The biggest one. I know how you feel. Yesterday, I was depressed when I didn't catch the bus from Agege to Shaga. I was so depressed. That thing hurts me. No, you weren't depressed. I promise you. What you were feeling yesterday when you didn't catch that bus was not depression. I can promise you that. Because depression, we're going to pray that it doesn't happen to anybody we know. But if it does, please, whomever you are, seek help. Reach out to me. I would look out. You know what? After this video, I'll start looking for psychiatrists. I'll start looking for licensed psychologists in Nigeria, in US, or wherever. I'll start looking for them for you, that you can go see them. Because depression is real. I know I've said this 10 million times. I just want to keep saying it so you can understand it and you can hear me. If you're depressed, if you're clinically depressed, I want you to hear me. For me to let you know, to validate it, that depression is a real disease. It's an illness. It's not something fly overnight. It's not something that, you can snap yourself out of. No, you need help. You need professional help to get yourself out of it. All right? All right. Okay. And I think that's about it. Unless we have any questions that I can help you with, please let me know. All right? Please email me. Again, I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know much about mental health, but from the general perspective kind of things, from the general health kind of things is what I'm bringing you. If you need bigger help, I would be happy to help you look for psychiatrists. I'll be happy to help you look for psychologists that can speak with you, that can talk to you, because this is real. And again, I'm not sure if you watch this video and you're depressed and you're thinking about doing something right now. I beg you in the name of God, please, whatever you're trying to do, please put it down. I promise you, I love you. I don't know you, but I love you. You're loved. There's something about you that is lovable. Trust me. Do not give up. Do not give up yet. There's help out there. We will help you. Reach out to all of us. And if someone reaches out to you, please, again, don't minimize their feelings. Help them find someone that can help them. If you cannot help them find somebody. Okay? Help. If anyone reaches out to you and tells you, this is how I'm feeling, this is how, do not minimize it. Do not say all is well. So that's one of the statements I really dislike. All is well. All is well. Okay. No, all is well. Call. There's this dude, Falls. When he in the song "See Me Say Trouble," he made a statement like the girl tells her pastor she's lonely. Pastor says to go and pray. Ha, guy. Every time I listen to that part, I'm like, this is the problem we're facing. And he even said it. This is the problem we're facing. This is the problem we're facing. If anyone tells you something, you tell them go and pray. Sorry, I'm not against prayer, but there's some things you have to work. Faith without works is dead. Faith without work is dead. You need to put work in something. If you're going to have faith that you're going to be healed, you need to work on it. All right? Jesus is not going to come down to help you. Jesus sends persons like me, persons like your doctor, to explain to you what's going on and let you know that you are loved. God loves you. I love you. Reach out if you need help. Someone is out there to help you. Please, I'm begging in the name of God. You're loved. I promise you. You're worth it. You're worth it. What if they're denying it? When they come to it, if they're denying it, just keep telling them they're loved. And you can't know if a person is depressed. The person has to tell you. The person has to tell you. So you can't force it on them and, oh, you are depressed because you're not doing this. No. A person will tell you. Sometimes you have period of blues that you just don't want to do anything. You don't want to talk about. You just don't want to be bothered. You have blues. Everybody has blues. You have it. But then blues pass away because you work yourself out of it and it passes away. But depression doesn't pass away. Depression stays. So if the person is depressed, you will know, or the person will tell you. It's not something you can tell them that, you are depressed. It's something they have to tell you. It's something from inside that they'll tell you that I'm feeling so and so way. And if someone reaches out to you again, I'll say it again. Please, in the name of God, help them. Don't minimize how they feel. Offer yourself. If you cannot offer yourself, please give them someone that can offer themselves. All right? Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing all my videos. I thank you so much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to teach you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak, because without you, I'm just going to be speaking to dead air. I thank you so much. If some people always ask me, why don't you let us know when you're going live? Unfortunately, I can't. Thank you guys. You guys have grown a lot. You've grown a lot for me to be individually sending messages. But at this video, I think it has the opportunity to subscribe and share. Please subscribe and share so it will let you know when I am going on live. When I go on live, it will let you know. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a happy holiday. Have a happy New Year in advance. And I pray we all get everything we hope for and we start a new resolution and, and get good things in the new year coming. Thank you so much. Much love. Mutiat Sunshine signing out. It's been real. Bye-bye. Live healthy. All right. Yeah, see you in 2017.